I'm going to be talking about today how a food shortage is highly being talked about right now all around the world. And I'm sure richer nations like America will be decently okay for now. But the fact that there's an energy out there where starvation is a possibility, we might want to start considering just having some kind of preparation in case things do happen, since there is a ever increasing global disruptance in world powers, and who knows what could happen any day from the next right now. It's a pretty scary time to be alive, but also a beautiful one as well. It's all how you interpret it and how you deal with it. So I want to encourage everybody as well to stock up on some of the things. You're going to have to do some research and just stock up on some items that aren't just storing well in your cupboards, like junk food can store for years. You want to think of things to buy that will bring health to you as well. If you're ever in a situation where you may go without food for a while, or even less options at the store, or everything just gets to where there's no healthy choices, it's all unhealthy food out there. Whatever happens with all the supply chain, you got to be ready, you got to be prepared. And it's good to have these items on hand, even if nothing happens. You want to have foods that you'll eat whether or not things go down, and by doing so, you'll remain healthy. And a lot of them are cheaper foods like beans, rice, and pastas, canned items, things of that nature. Do some research. I encourage you to start doing some research on many things, and that is one of them. Is geopolitics. Do your research on where things are headed by what's going on now and what's been going on. We're not headed to 1990s and 80s and all of that right now, where everything's just pure growth and the economy seems like it's doing ever so well and the dollar's number one and America is perfect and can do no wrong. We have high competition now that we have basically created so that we can have cheap prices. So now you got a lot of countries across the world challenging us right now, China being one of them. So just be prepared, pay attention. One less movie a night, a week, one less video game hour could be put to spending time being prepared when something happens. And something is going to happen because things have already been happening with either racial disturbance, pandemics, food hungers, war. What the heck's next, right? So this channel is about health, preventing disease. I show a little cooking, I show a little gardening, and I also talk a little bit about current event things that are happening in the world that will help you. They kind of all go hand in hand. It's like an ecosystem. Your health, your well-being, your food's coming from local, from your garden. You're able to cook it. You got ingredients. You could whip something up and do something healthy for yourself. So they all work hand in hand with the energies that are out in the world that can be quite negative at times. And right now we're entering one of those periods where the unprepared will be decimated. We just need to focus, do good to ourselves and each other, be prepared, have enough food, have enough water, talk to your neighbors. If you haven't really talked to them for a while, it's probably a good time to start kind of saying hi again. And you don't need to go hang out at the movies and do stuff with each other, but a 10-minute conversation is not going to kill you. So prepare, check out some other resources. Don't get too caught up in it, as it's a rabbit hole. You don't want to go too far down, but you do want to be prepared for anything right now. So for health, well-being, cooking, gardening, follow some of my stuff, share it, and also subscribe